Happy Friday, everyone. I am Kristen Williams with the Williams team coming to you from a beautiful house. No, it's not a Zoom background. It is a beautiful house that I am under contract to sell for some clients of mine. They are beautiful, but for some clients of mine, I'm meeting the appraiser here today to help make sure that the home looks great so that we have no issues making it all the way through the appraisal. So you get to benefit from seeing their beautiful remodel and their kitchen and their bar area over here. So it's a beautiful home. But this week, what I wanted to share with you, there's not a whole lot of news. However, interest rates did bump down, and there's been some positive news on inflation. So we definitely saw a slight decrease in interest rate. So that's a positive. Yet what I really wanted to share with you guys was some interesting information that I learned. I went to a seminar this week talking about what changes happened in the legislative session that we just ended for the 88th legislative session that ended at the end of May, and what are the issues related to housing that were passed. And the one that is the most important and that's going to impact Texans who own homes, but yet Texans who also are renters, because a lot of those, it's a property tax bill relief. So property taxes impact homeowners, yet they also impact renters because somebody typically owns the property that the renter is living in. And we all know that property taxes have had exponential growth over the last couple of years, and it's really made it very unaffordable because your property tax bill is so high. So what I'm going to share with you is two things that I think are a very big positive in this property tax bill relief bill that we will all have the opportunity to vote on in November. So number one, they're changing the homestead cap from $40,000 to $100,000, which is pretty big. So you're taxed on you get a discount on your property assessed value of $40,000 when you live in your home as a primary residence. And now they're going to change that cap to $100,000. So that is a pretty significant savings. And that's a really great cap that they're raising it to $100,000. I think that's huge. The second thing they're doing is they're raising the appraisal cap on rental and investment properties. So those non-owner occupant properties. So if you own a rental property, I know we own a few, and I know a lot of you probably do, they're capping the appraisal increase value at 20%. So when you have a homestead and you live in your home as your primary residence, there's a homestead cap, and that cap is 10%. So that means the county cannot raise the value more than 10% year over year. But there's been no cap on investment properties and rental properties. And so that cap has sometimes exceeded, in many cases, 50%, 60%. We had a rental property that was 40%. I had a client whose rental property value was like doubled in 2021, and it was crazy for her. And she was an sweet older lady who really didn't have an income. And when that tax bill went up and she had renters in there, she was not able to raise the rent by double. So it's been a challenge seeing these property values skyrocket, and then the tax rate tax assessed value is skyrocketing too. So they were planning to put a cap on that too. So those are two very important issues that I feel strongly that are going to benefit homeowners, but also those who are renters, because it will directly impact. I'm not going to, as a landlord, have to raise my rents quite as significantly year over year if I'm not getting a huge increase on my tax bill more than 20%. Now 20% is still a lot, but the fact that it's capped, I think that's huge. So I wanted to share that with you. That'll be an issue that I'll be sharing more about, but I wanted to let you guys know that. And I'm going to share an article from the Texas Tribune in this email. So click on that link too if you want to read more information about that specific property tax relief bill. So anyways, I'm Kristen with the Williams team. We have been very busy. There's still a lot of activity and a lot of opportunity in this market right now. So a lot of changes. It's kind of a different market than we've experienced, and still a lot of opportunity out there. So if you have any questions about your home and your real estate journey, just reach out, and we are always here to help. So have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next weekend.